Hi everyone, hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for your continued support. Okay, really do appreciate it. Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thanks for putting me in the final of that competition as well, which is great. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed with the level of support and obviously all the really nice comments and feedback that we get across these videos, and obviously Patreonship and just the whole CoinsKid community, to be honest with you. Long may we prosper together, okay? And I'll always show the ins and outs and potential targets, and hopefully, you know, in the next bear market, I could make a lot of millionaires in the next bear market by showing you an optimal entry point in the bear market when you get them buy and go to the beach signals from CoinsKid on the rock bottom solid prices, basically. So it's all good, effectively. Although at the moment we're in a corrective phase and we're in a bit of a downtrend and we're coming back down to earth across the board, not just for XRP. It's dismal, isn't it? But with these opportunities, okay, there are opportunities to still make money, because you can make money on the way going down and you can make money on the way going up. Obviously, as you're fully aware, you can short the market and you can long the market, and there are in out opportunities in all this sluggishness and bearishness and sort of consolidation. In even on the way up, you know, you can sell the peaks and buy the bottoms, and also, you know, short the tops and long the bottoms, so to speak. So the trend is your friend at the end of the day. At the moment, we are in a bit of a downtrend. Obviously, we're making the lower lows and the lower highs. I think we spoke about that in the previous video. Until we break that trend, effectively, you just zoom out and you are in a bit of a downtrend. You're coming back down to key levels of support. And if they hold, great continuation in the bull run, which we do anticipate. We do anticipate that this bull run will continue for XRP and crypto. But obviously, as you're aware, these things happen in cycles and they take time, and people get frustrated with that. They think that, you know, these price predictions here that we laid down for XRP of $27, $13 and $8.50 is going to get there tomorrow, and they get really disillusioned with the fact that it takes time. Okay, and you know, we've got, obviously you're fully aware of the court case with XRP as well, and just zoom out, okay? Just have patience, and you know, eventually you do get, like, just look, you're stepping up, one step there, one step there, and like I said to you, in the future, okay, if you go up now and you form another step in the future, you just look at these as steps, and you remember this time when you're getting frustrated and annoyed, and you know, you're trying to read the market, so to speak, and you just had no sort of focus. Basically, that's what I'm trying to teach you people, is to have focus, and if in doubt, zoom out, okay, and just look at the bigger picture and the longevity of these markets. They're brand new, basically. I know that crypto's been around for quite a while, but they're evolving markets, and they're obviously going to go up and they're obviously going to come down, and they're working in waveforms and cycles. You can see immediately you've got this waveform here for XRP, and potentially, you know, not tomorrow, not next week, but eventually, you know, in the future, you sort of zoomed out, and this looked like the logarithmic scale of Bitcoin, where it went up in these cycle forms like that. So these are our targets, and these are our forecasts for the future, and hopefully, you know, in time we will get there, okay? But we've not got a crystal ball. But in the meantime, we'll just tell you how the markets are reacting and how they're doing it. So at the moment, full transparency is that I am anticipating more of a rollover for Bitcoin, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come. There are a few other breakdown targets and other particular projects that I'm covering as well, and if you pay attention to those in the channel that I'm uploading, they would give confidence to the fact that you may see a further breakdown for XRP. Now, obviously, just zooming out straight away, you can see immediately on the Fibonacci extension retracement tool here where those levels of support are, and this is why I always give you the levels of support, because you can see it when we was up here. I said to you, level of support was 0.618, and if you lose that, the next level of support is the 0.50. Right now you can see you're above it, you're hogging it effectively, and you are above 55, and you know, for transparency, if you lose this level of support, the next level of support is 0.382, which is down at 41 cents. Without doing any technicals or trend lines or anything like that, you can just use fibs and you see where your levels of support are, and where you hug around and hit resistance and hold support. It's really easy to see. Fibonacci is amazing, okay, amazing. Look, hit it said support, lost support, bounce for a bit, lost support, come up, hit it said, come back, blah blah blah. You know, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to see that. So yeah, effectively, if you do start to see XRP roll anymore or lose the support of 0.61, like I said to you, you need to see the week close out above that, because just there, remember I said to you, you need to see the week close above that for continuation, and it never came, did it? It never came. And I kept saying to you, if you do see it hitting its head, do anticipate the rollback to this particular level here, and the 55 EMA right there. Now, if you do start to lose that, the next level of support is 41 cents. So do anticipate that, and that would actually coincide with the corrections that we're seeing across the board for a lot of cryptos that continue in a rollover right here. And also let's measure these waves right now to see exactly where that is. Okay, so effectively what we're looking at here for Bitcoin, for XRP, I keep saying Bitcoin in the video, so A, B, C potential like that. Do you see that? So that's a potential play, you know, the ABC correction right there. And as long as we can hold this structure of this low and get the continuation up here and start forming, because this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the breakout patterns, okay, and the reversal patterns for all cryptos. And at the moment, they're just not appearing. They're not happening at the moment until you break key levels of resistance. You're not forming them at the moment, so you're not finding your base and your bottom at the moment. So this is why we do anticipate a further breakdown. But you know, you may start to break out here, and you may start to break up above these EMAs, especially on the daily. If we look at the daily time frame, yeah, you're under the daily 20 EMA. You're actually in a bearish cross on the daily, under the daily 20 EMA. And if you're hitting your head, okay, and you can see the break is coming quite soon, because just like on Bitcoin, okay, what happens is if you continue hitting your head on the 20 EMA, or you're above it and you're entering resistance, like here, look what happened. So you're above the 20 just there, you're in resistance, you got rejected and you rolled. You see that? And it works the same way. So these EMAs are so important. Drop them into your charts. For those of you who don't know how to drop these EMAs into your charts, these are the best EMAs in my opinion. Not to overcrowd your charts with too much clunk. Okay, simplify your charts. It tells you a story. So you got the 20 EMA and you got the 55 EMA. Okay, and I've shown you how to drop them in. I won't bother now because there's a tutorial that I've made. It's in every single video description. Okay, the tutorial on how to set your charts up. Now, if you continue to come up here and hit your head, look at the 20 coming down, and it's forcing you to retest this as support. Okay, and just like up here, you know, you're testing resistance, it's forcing you up. It's what forces the break. It's a really good key indicator without drawing any patterns or anything like that. Just look at the EMAs, okay? On any time frame, you can get an indication of, you know, if you're under the 20 EMA on any time frame, you're in a downtrend. If you're above, you're in an uptrend. Just like boom, 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 like that. Do you see that? Got a bit overextended, come back down, lost support of the EMAs. That was a big tick right there that potentially you are rolling. Okay, so remember those particular signals. So yeah, I mean, the EMAs are massively important, and right now you can see that if you do continue to hit your head, you're going to be forced into some kind of break here, some kind of move for XRP, whether or not it's break up above the 20, and this is what we want to see. This is a reversal pattern that I'm looking for. Okay, I know we've got beautiful W bottoms and all that kind of business, but they can play out and get invalidated as quickly as they form. The primary thing you want to see is getting back above the daily 20 EMA for a reversal of a trend, and this is what we're anticipating, and it's coming for XRP. If we can get that, okay, and all these lower targets that we're anticipating as well, a further ABC correction, a deeper correction right there, and that potential 20k retest for Bitcoin as well, if all that gets invalidated, you know, you're looking at more upside. Get back above a 20, start to get back above 55, you reverse there, and you continue with the trend up to our price targets for XRP. But until we start to get that, we are in a downtrend, my friend, and trend is your friend. So yeah, you got to adhere to that, you know. And like here, say, let's move to the left. Okay, so we're just here, we rolled over, didn't we? Rolled over, got under the EMAs, came back down, found a base. Okay, it was a capitulation event because of the SEC case and the Spark token, wasn't it? And you know, people selling after the bought to acquire the one-to-one Spark token, and after that, look, we come up, we hit ahead. This is what you want to see, and it's what we're not seeing at the moment. Is he's coming up and hitting your head at least, testing resistance at least, you know, before you get back above continuation of an uptrend just there. So until that time comes, you know, sit on the fence, you know, and anticipate that particular test coming, because once it comes and we start to do it and back test, wow, we're looking good. So enough jabbling on. I do apologise, but I'm just telling you everything that I'm seeing. It really is easy. You know, I don't know why people overcomplicate it. What we're going to do is look at XRP on the hourly time frame right now and see what we can see. Okay. So on XRP then, I think on our last particular video, we gave you a breakout target just here, didn't we? W bottom, and said if you break resistance, put a cheeky long in, and this is your target. Okay, let's have a look. So you can see that target was met to a T. Do you see that, where it's run into a level of resistance, start to roll back? There is a double M top pattern just there, which is a reversal pattern, which is playing out right now. I think it's already played out. Let's take a look at this. So you've got this level of support in the middle just there. This is the hourly time frame. Okay, so what you've done here, you've made a high just there. You made a high. You've rolled back down to a level of support. You've made a second high, which is lower than that high. So it's a depleting buying trend basically, and you've lost support in the middle. Do you see that? Lose support, go short, and effectively you're carrying out a bit of a correction right there. Let's see if that destination has been met right now. So yeah, you can see it's continued. Yeah, boom. So target's been met right now. So yeah, that's a particular correction target, and these are all little opportunities. You know, lose support, go short, and you could see that correction was roughly 5.8% correction. And wow, look at that! What happened there? What was that? That's unbelievable. Don't know what that was, but yeah. So you can see lose support, go short effectively, and you can see that XRP is under the cosh on the hourly time frame. Don't know what that was, but you can see that it's under the cosh on the hourly time frame, and it's hitting its head. Now if you do continue to do that, this is where you're going to see the continuation of the roll right here, and potentially falling lower. So do anticipate that the XRP is rolling just here because you've lost support. Okay, like I said to you, lose support, go short. You're losing the EMAs as well. When you're losing the EMAs on any time frame, you start hitting it's just a bit of a downtrend. It's a big tick to enter in a downtrend right here, and you've come up and you've carried out an extension, a reversal pattern just there, and realistically you should have come up and tested this previous channel as resistance once more, and you can see you're not. So it is really rolling at the moment. Now what I'm going to do is look at the daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame you can see that we've got this ascending triangle. Okay, we was trading in it, and obviously we've broken out. We've got the smaller one within it. Do you remember that? And I gave you the breakout target. I think that was on the 4-hourly time frame or something, and I gave you the breakout target, and that target was met, and obviously you can see it's continuing. So right now we'll measure the actual breakout target of this larger ascending triangle right there, and you can see that potentially if we do that, you can see potentially that this is where XRP is on its way to 41 cents. Do you see that? So do anticipate this. Okay, if we continue to hit ahead, you can see we're really overextended from the EMAs right here. So I would imagine, you know, you're going to consolidate for a little bit, allow the EMAs to come down, potential retest off the daily 20, okay, before hitting your head, continuing with the trend. Because just like I said to you, if you can get back up the daily 20, that's the first reversal signal that you're looking for, is getting back above the daily 20 EMA and back testing of support, then getting above 55. Okay, just like I've shown you just there, and you get back above and you're entering that uptrend. Until then, the trend is your friend, and you're coming down to a lower level of support, and we've got a breakdown target of 041 out of this ascending triangle right there. Now from here, that would be a further downtrend of around about 34% down to that particular target right there for XRP. So yeah, come to your charts, draw these trend lines, and obviously just primarily if you can see yourself break above the daily 20 EMA and back to support, you're looking good for continuation, and we start to form that reversal right there, because I do think that this is the larger ABC correction right there, and this would be the absolute bottom for XRP in this bull market. So do anticipate that, a further correction down to 041 at the moment until we can break resistance and back test and turn into support. So yeah, like I said to you, you know, the optimal opportunities to get involved in these projects, because even down here, this particular breakdown target that I gave you off this trend line here, you know, XRP's bounce, and you can put longs in, you can put shorts in, you can trade the market like a boss. Okay, but take care everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on XRP, but so far outlook, if you continue to hit your head, you are going to come down to that particular breakdown target out there, ascending triangle right there for 041, and it's also the Fibonacci extension retracement target just there as well. Take care everyone, back tomorrow, bye bye.